Hi and welcome to Honest Self-Help Book Reviews. I'm reviewing You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Fantastic book. In this video, I'm going to talk about 7 miracle examples of placebos. And if you don't know what a placebo is when something is done which is, like a person takes a sugar pill instead of taking real medication, or they have sham surgery instead of real surgery, but they still experience the same results as if they had real surgery or took the real medication. So here's the first example. Janice Schofield, a 46-year-old interior designer in California, had been depressed since she was a teenager, and she sought help to try out this new medication called Effexor in this study. But the interesting thing was that she was placed in the control group, which had which were taking sugar pills, so she wasn't actually taking the medication. So what happened was Janice experienced fantastic results. She thought she was on this fantastic medication called Effexor, and she said she no longer had depression. And when the doctor had told her that she was in the placebo group, she was shocked and said there must have been a mistake, that she was in the placebo group, but she had actually been taking sugar pills the whole time. She laughed and at the changes in her that had happened simply by just having a sugar pill. Number 2. Fake knee surgeries versus sham knee surgeries. They did a study back in 1996 with Dr. Bruce Moseley, an orthopedic surgeon, and he did an experiment giving one group of patients a real knee surgery, another group a fake knee surgery. And what happened was that the group that received the fake knee surgery experienced the same, if not more, prolonged results and improvements as a result of believing that they had a real surgery. So it was simply by having a placebo effect of believing that the surgery was real made them better. The next example is heart surgery. In 1950s, researchers did again a group study with two groups of patients. One had real heart surgery and the other had placebo heart surgery. And what happened was that the group that received the placebo therapy reported that 83% felt less pain, while the people with the real surgery said 67% felt less pain. So it actually worked out that the fake placebo heart surgery worked better than the real heart surgery. So the patients actually believed they were getting better, and it made them get better. Another example is Dr. Henry Ward Beecher. If you've ever heard of him, Dr. Henry Beecher was a doctor. He's a Harvard-educated surgeon in World War II. And when he was operating on American troops in the front line, he ran out of morphine. So what he did was, one of the nurses just filled up a needle with saline solution, which is just basically salt and water, and injected into the soldier. And as she did, the soldier visibly relaxed, and Dr. Beecher was able to do the surgery. The interesting thing was that he did it on a few patients that day, and if he ever ran out of morphine again, he prompted him just to use the saline solution. So the troops believed, they'd been programmed to believe through their past experiences that morphine makes your body relax and takes away the pain. And by giving them the saline solution, the soldiers thought it was morphine, and they actually took away the pain. Their minds overpowered their bodies and took away the pain. So that's a fantastic result, and just shows how placebos work today. Another really great example is the example of a poison ivy experiment, which is in 1962. A group of Japanese scientists took a study with a group of children who are all extremely allergenic to poison ivy. So what they did was they rubbed one forearm of each child with a poison ivy leaf, but told them the leaf was harmless. And with another group, they rubbed them with a harmless leaf, and they told them that it was poison ivy. So the first group, they rubbed it with a leaf which was poison ivy, and they told them it wasn't. And what actually happened was that I think less than 10% of the group got a rash from the poison ivy, simply because their mind told them that it wasn't poison ivy. They believed it wasn't poison ivy, so they didn't get a rash, even though they'd had a predisposition to be extremely allergic to poison ivy. The second group, they just rubbed the arms of this control group, with poison ivy, but they told them it wasn't poison ivy. So what happened was, most of the group got a rash because they believed it was poison ivy. Their mind recreated the chemical reaction to poison ivy, and hence the children got a rash on their arms. So that just goes to show you how powerful our mind is. Another example is not Dr. Norman Cousins, but Norman Cousins. He was a guy who was diagnosed with a degenerative disorder called ankylosing spondylitis, a form of arthritis which causes the breakdown of collagen. And so what happened was the doctors gave him a 1 in 500 chance of recovery. So what he did, he went home, locked himself in his flat for a couple of months, barely went out, and he just watched cartoons and Marx Brothers videos over and over again. And he said that 10 minutes of laughing gave him 2 hours of pain-free sleep. And then eventually he recovered completely simply by laughing. And what would happen was he would laugh, would put him in a better mood, it would take his mind off the pain, would focus him on better outcomes, focus him on different things. And he was able to heal himself through the power of laughter. So that's how placebos work. It's really fascinating, and I can encourage you to check out the rest of the videos in this series. Also, check out my review of this book, Dr. Joseph Dispenza, You Are the Placebo, at honestselfoutbookreviews.com. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.